Hello and welcome to another edition of News Showcase. I am Priya, Tamil Nadu's first artificial intelligence news presenter. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the new terminal at the Trichy International Airport, which has been built at a cost of over 1,000 crore rupees. Reports say the terminal building has capacity to serve more than 44 lakh passengers annually and about 3,500 passengers during peak hours. The new terminal has modern facilities and features for the convenience of passengers. The airport operates direct flights to East Asian destinations, including Singapore and the Malaysian capital, Kuala Lumpur. Prime Minister Modi also laid foundation stones for various projects in the state, reportedly worth over 20,000 crore rupees. The new projects funded by the federal government comes ahead of the general election in months from now.
It is a privilege that my first public program in 2024 is happening in Tamil Nadu.
At the start of his visit, Prime Minister Modi attended a convocation event at the Bharathidasan University in the city. Modi shared the stage with Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, who is a prominent member of the opposition India bloc. State Governor R.N. Ravi was also present at the 38th convocation of the university. The governor and Stalin's government have clashed repeatedly over delays in approving bills passed by the state legislature. Prime Minister Modi is on a two-day visit and will head to the Indian archipelago of Lakshadweep, which lies off the coast of Kerala state, to take part in official events there.
இன்னைக்கு வளர்ந்து கல்வியை சிறந்த மாநிலமா நாம் உயர்ந்து நிற்கிறோம். இன்னார் தான் படிக்கணும்னு இருந்த நிலையை மாற்றி அனைவருக்கும் அனைத்து விதமான வாய்ப்புகளையும் உருவாக்கி தரோம்.
Trichy, located in the center of Tamil Nadu, was overwhelmed with decorations for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit. His BJP decked up the city with banners in different shapes and designs along the Prime Minister's routes to ensure the party's leader got the best possible welcome in the state, which is not ruled by a political ally. For the BJP, his visit is important in an election year to sway voters in a state where the party does not have many takers. For decades, Tamil Nadu has voted alternatively between the governing DMK or its rival, the AIADMK, leaving the Congress and the BJP trailing way behind. Both need to do a lot of work if they want to catch up. Reports say seats on state-run buses have sold out ahead of the Harvest Festival this month. Reports quoting the bus operator said more than 50,000 bookings were made for the three-day festival season starting mid-January. The Harvest Festival, which lasts for a week, is one of Tamil Nadu's biggest, when people from the cities travel to their hometowns across the state. The government runs hundreds of special services during festivals to handle the demand for seats on buses, with bookings closing weeks before the festival. Reports said the situation was no different on the rail network, with seats sold out on every train to southern destinations during the festival rush. Long lines of motorists were seen at filling stations in many major cities. Some retailers have said that their pumps could dry up by Tuesday. Truck drivers have staged protests across India against a new law that calls for tough penalties for hit-and-run offences in which the victim dies or suffers injuries. Under the new law, drivers can be jailed up to 10 years or they could be hit with a fine of up to 7 lakh rupees. At some cities, protesters burnt tires or blocked highways. Reports from Maharashtra said protesting drivers attacked policemen and police vehicles. Reports indicate Y.S. Sharmila will lead the Congress party's electoral campaign in the state of Andhra Pradesh, which goes to polls this year. The politician founded the YSR Telangana party, and she is the sister of Jagan Mohan Reddy, who is the chief minister of Andhra Pradesh. Reports quoting sources familiar with the matter said Sharmila will be assigned a high-ranking designation and a key role in the state. The Congress party has also welcomed anyone willing to join its ranks. The party appears to be assembling a strategy, apparently influenced by its electoral success in the neighboring state of Telangana, where it toppled the governing party in the polls held in November. The statue of Hindu god Ram, designed by Karnataka-based sculptor Arun Yogiraj, will be placed at the Ayodhya temple during its consecration later this month. The intricately carved idol was selected from 3 models after a vote was held among temple officials. In a post on social media, BJP's senior leader B.S. Yediyurappa said it was a matter of pride for all devotees of Lord Ram in Karnataka. The 2 other models in the contest were sculpted by Ganesh Bhatt of Bengaluru and Satyanarayan Pandey of Rajasthan. Reports said the consecration ceremonies will kick off on January 16th and Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the temple a week later. A full rehearsal of the upcoming parade to mark the Republic Day was held in Delhi as a cold wave swept northern India. India will mark its 75th Republic Day later this month. Members of the three wings of the military, paramilitary forces, police and other security services will march along Kartavya Path in what is expected to be a grand ceremony. Dozens of high-profile dignitaries, including politicians, diplomats and international guests, regularly attend the annual event. Security is usually tight with air defense systems in place as a precaution against airborne threats. Major security operation on the ground includes surveillance and patrols against a broad range of threat perceptions. Over 300 passengers on a plane in Japan were evacuated safely after a fire swept through it on landing at the Tokyo airport. Reports said passengers fled the burning plane on inflatable slides that deployed on its sides. Japanese broadcaster NHK said there were no casualties among the 367 people on board, but the fire destroyed the plane completely. Firefighting crews sprayed foam and water to douse the flames, and the Japan's government said it has set up an emergency room to take charge of the situation. Media reports said a Japanese Coast Guard aircraft with 6 people on board collided with the Japan Airlines plane at high speed, which started the fire. Japan is holding a major rescue operation a day after more than 100 earthquakes rattled its eastern coast. The first quake, with 7.5 magnitude, triggered waves that swept into populated areas. The tremors killed more than 20 people as buildings and homes crashed in Noto Peninsula on Honshu Island. Rescue teams struggled to reach the affected communities as access was cut off after roads caved in. Thousands of army personnel, firefighters, and police officers have been dispatched from other parts of Japan to the worst-hit areas in Ishikawa Prefecture. Reports said transport lines to the region have been suspended, but authorities lifted tsunami warnings that were issued after the first earthquake struck the region. South Korea's prominent opposition politician Lee Jae-myung has been stabbed at a news conference in the city of Busan. Lee, who belongs to the Democratic Party of Korea, narrowly lost the country's presidential election in 2022. Videos of the incident appeared on social media soon after the attack. The 59-year-old was stabbed in the neck, and police said the injury was not life-threatening. Reports said he was airlifted in a helicopter to hospital where he was recovering and remained conscious. The attacker approached the politician for his autograph before stabbing him. The man, who appeared to be in his 60s or 70s, was arrested at the scene. Reports in the morning did not reveal more about him or his motive. Israel has continued its airstrikes in Gaza, as reports said children were among the casualties in the city of Khan Yunis. The town of Rafah was also hit, as thousands of people fled to safety. Israel has refused to scale down its military campaign, despite global calls for a truce. The United Nations has repeatedly warned of a humanitarian situation in Gaza on a scale never seen before. The US, a staunch ally of Israel, has vetoed resolutions that called for a truce. The Palestinian militant group Hamas, which is holding more than 100 Israeli hostages, has said it will not release them until Israel stops its attacks. China's BYD is set to overtake Tesla as the world's largest manufacturer of electric vehicles. On Monday, the company said it had sold a record 526,000 battery-only vehicles in the last 3 months of 2023. In that year alone, the firm said it had sold more than 3 million so-called new energy vehicles, which includes battery-only vehicles and hybrids. It said almost 1.6 million of its total sales were battery-only vehicles. Batteries are the most expensive part of an electric vehicle, and BYD started as a maker of low-cost batteries for smartphones and laptops, which competed with costly Japanese imports. US-based Tesla was scheduled to release its latest quarterly vehicle production and delivery figures on Tuesday. Thank you for watching. I am Priya, Tamil Nadu's first artificial intelligence news presenter. Do tune in, same time tomorrow, for a roundup of the latest news and updates in India and around the world.